Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of the Chelsea Ladies Show. And my oh my, what a week it's been. We've got a lot to talk about. So much has been happening. We have a game actually to discuss and another game to preview. And Charles actually has something nice to say about a player. But before we get into all of that, let's do the intro.
Don't know how I'm here, and it's you that I wanna need. Feel your heartbeat, feel somewhere you're looking now. Feel your heartbeat, feel somewhere you're looking now.
Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of the Chelsea Lady Show. And this is episode 17, guys.
18,
Wow.
I think.
18. Okay. I think maybe Ads and Gem maybe messed up the thumbnail. Renamed 17. But yeah, 17, 18, that's still a lot. So big ups to you guys for continuing to keep this show alive. As you can see, we have a brand new face on the Ladies Show. Everybody, please join me in welcoming Sandy to the Chelsea Ladies Show. Welcome. Sandy, how are you? How have you been?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? How are you all, even?
Mate, it's been a bit crazy for me personally. I don't know, but yeah, thank you for
After a whirlwind of a week, yeah.
welcome to the show. It is great to have you with us, and yeah, we gonna be hopefully this gonna be a good, interesting discussion. Beth, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad I'm not working today.
Now Beth has officially been found. Everybody, rest assured.
Whoa. I just spent thousands of pounds on missing posters, and you're telling me she's back.
I'm so sorry, Charles. We found her. In the end, we did find her.
I have to get a refund from the printer.
Yeah. How's it been?
Oh, right. Yeah, busy. New job, been a bit mental. But I work as a bridal consultant, so I get to dress people up all day, and it feels like I'm just playing Barbies, and it's amazing. But yeah, all good.
This is what we love to see. And of course, Sophia, another busy bee, back with us. How are you, my darling?
I'm okay. Been busy, but nice to, relax on a Friday night for once.
Oh, indeed. I'm guessing that this will be nice to just chill, kick back. I don't know if anybody's like drinking. Personally, I've just got a cup of tea. Being a right old grandma with a headscarf in my hair. So, what you do on a Friday night in your mid-20s in the middle of a pandemic. Right. Shah, how has your week been, my dear?
Yeah, no, it's been interesting to say the least. I mean, I still have some anger towards certain people. I don't know. It's just been stupid week in football. It's been stupid. Everything else I'll tolerate, but in football, it's been a joke of a week. Yeah. Apart from that, it's been all right. I mean, the weather's been bloody lovely. It's been nice.
I love the sun, even though it's actually still kind of cold, but the sun's out.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, yes, talking of stupidness in football, that is obviously going to be the main topic of the show. I'm just really kind of because personally, I've been on a few streams this week since this news has been unfolding. So I'm personally all talked out about it, and I'm just tired. And it's stupid. It's nonsense. But I really want to know what all of you guys feel. Obviously, there's been developments as things have gone on. The Super League has now been abolished. There's criticisms and sanctions and consequences and possible lawsuits and protests from other clubs involved wanting to get their owners out. And there's going to be possibly more discussions and investigations that are going to come out from this, possibly looking into UEFA, FIFA, the Premier League. It's just going to be a lot of talk that's going to stem from what's happened this week. So, personally, I'm just going to sit back and kick back, right? And we shall go around. And I want to hear what you guys have to say. And everybody here in the chat, please smash the like button, subscribe if you are new. And yeah, Sandy, seeing as you're our special guest, our guest of honor, you get to go first. So yeah, Super League news. What was going through your mind when the news first started coming out? I think it was maybe like Sunday evening, going into Monday, up until this present moment. I mean, what was going on?
So when I actually first saw it, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what's happening here? I just didn't have a clue what's going on. So yeah, I was just reading about it, and then I thought, what a load of nonsense this is. Like, it's all about money, isn't it? It's just they didn't even think about the fans or anything. So I was really hoping that Chelsea wasn't involved, but as I was reading through, I realized we were. But then I saw that we were kind of forced to join. I don't know whether it's true or not, but Man City and Chelsea were forced to join. So I was hoping, yeah, let's just be the first to leave this. But yeah, it was crazy. I was so annoyed. I was so angry. I was thinking, how am I even gonna keep supporting the club if we're gonna be doing things like this? But no, you never stop supporting the club you love, But I was thinking, I'm not going to watch any games if we're going to go into Super League. Thankfully, we just got out in time. But yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, it wasn't the best experience, and then I kind of lost interest in the game as well. So it was just one of those things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it really, really took away from that game, and you can tell maybe the protests, everything that was going on, the news coming out, affecting the players. Because if we're sitting here thinking, what on earth is going on? What must they be thinking? What must be going through their heads? Thinking, oh, if you do this, if you're part of this, you can't play for you can't play for your country, you can't do this. You're stripped of this title, this award. It's just absolutely nuts. But Beth, I'm going to go on to you next. How how did you take this? What was going through your mind? Because I know I touched on it a bit with a few of you girls a bit during the week and stuff as it was going on, but we kind of didn't really get into it because there's still news breaking, things still coming out, unconfirmed reports and whatnot. But now that everything unfolded the way it has, what do you make of all of this from start to finish?
Wow, it was a lot, I think, especially when it came out. It was really late on a Sunday night, wasn't it? It was 10:30 or something. It was stupid. It felt just really shady to begin with, and then Monday it just felt depressing as all the news came out, and it was look, you can get kicked out of the Premier League, you can get kicked out of Champions League, you're not going to get any of this. You won't be able to play in the Champions League semi-finals. And I was just I felt so deflated and disappointed, just disappointed in the club and how they could not think about the fans in that way, because they can't have, because it's just the point of football, isn't it? It's really hard to put into words, but we want to see our team play. We want to see those shitty games because you get some funny ones out of it. I'm sure everyone got a great laugh out of Chelsea getting beaten 5-2 by West Brom, but we got a great laugh out of Liverpool losing 7-2 to Aston Villa. If we're playing just the European teams every week, you lose that. You lose where you're looking forward to it. When you get it in a Champions League draw, we haven't played Real Madrid in years. It's exciting. If we're playing them every season, it's just boring. Same teams over and over again. And then the protest happened, and I was really proud of the fans. I was proud of the club for putting out a statement saying they're going to back out of it. But then, is it too little, too late? I don't know. And it's just one of those things, isn't it? Because football's such a huge part of my life, and it has been for ages. that I know I understand why some people are so upset. They're like, I'm not sure I can support Chelsea. Like, this is a horrible move. But like, I just don't think I could ever stop. Like, it's damaged my relationship a bit in the way that I'm just confused internally in how to feel about it. But I love the club so much. I'm happy that they pulled out, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very, very fast response. Indeed, I thought we were gonna have people to be there like all night just protesting until they gave in. But literally, like after Peter Cech was just like mobbed by the crowd, they were like, "Nah, I think it's time to pull out. They are not going to have this." Sophia, I know we had like a stream earlier this week when this was coming out, me, you, German ads, and you briefly gave your opinions on it as well. And also talking about because I know you are a big follower of German football as well, and very proud and rightfully so of the Germans and how German football took a stand against this. As everything else has unfolded, more news has come out. Obviously, the Super League has been scrapped and everything. What's going through your mind?
I am happy that Chelsea were the first club to kind of realise how wrong it was. But like Beth said, it has kind of damaged my view of the club. Like, because it was all about money, money, money. And let's face it, Florentino Perez is like just a vile, money grabbing human being. So to kind of be associated with something that he was kind of like the co-creator of, I was just like, yeah, like it will probably happen again in the future, probably in a few years' time. It'll just keep going round and round and round because it is all about money and I mean, aside from kind of the damage of their reputation, I'm still happy that like Borussia Dortmund stayed completely like the whole like 50-1 thing. They're like no, completely against everything to do with that sort of stuff. So pros and cons really.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many things about the way it was released, all the clubs putting out tweet, there was no clear explanation what structure was like, how it was going to work. Is it going to benefit us fans? If so, tell us how. But clearly it wasn't. It was just them literally just sitting there thinking, oh, and then the way that they thought that we could do this in the middle of a pandemic when they know fans aren't there, attending games in stadiums to really kind of have a say so about it, not even consulting fans about things like this in the first place anyway. Just blows my mind how they actually sat there and thought, oh my god, this is going to work, and it just their greed and then their misunderstanding for the culture that is English football is just really just
I think considering as well, like so many people have like lost jobs and like money and income as well during the pandemic, and it's just really selfish of them to
and the
like
way
come up with this idea.
Yeah, exactly. The way some of these clubs have handled it, like Arsenal laying off some of their staff members, then you think that you want to join this elite Super League. Who the hell do you think you are? It's because the owners, Arsenal used to be one of the most profitable clubs, right? Always making money while other teams are in debt or losing money, and now they're literally losing so much money because they just have these greedy owners who make money out of the club and refuse to invest. It really is something. But sure, I've been on a few streams with you, so I've heard a bit of your opinions on how you feel as well. But given everything that's happened, everything that's still happening, the news, the possible sanctions that might be coming out, investigations, the protests for Arsenal about the Clonkeys, protests for United about the Glazers. Um, yeah, thoughts?
Um, there's several things I have an issue with. Firstly, I have an issue with the fact that by leaving, we have to pay 3.527 million just to leave. Just to leave, okay? We don't get any of this money, but we have to pay to leave. So Spurs are in debt, Arsenal are struggling, Man United are in debt. How are they getting out that one? I'm going to enjoy that. I'm enjoy that one. That's a cool. Secondly, I'm Team Bruce Buck and Team Marina out. Let's go. See you later. I'm done. Marina has the most power. And everyone's like, oh, but Marina's like, she's doing so well. She's got some good buys. I don't care what she's done. She allowed this to happen, just like Bruce Buck allowed this to happen. Because Marina is in charge when Roman's not here. And Roman hasn't been allowed in the country for quite a long time. So you're telling me she didn't make the decision? Okay, bye. I'm done. Marina can go. I've wanted Marina gone for a while now. Marina can go. Bruce Buck can go. I don't know why we're like all like I've seen people being like Roman Abramovich out. No, he's not the problem. He's done so much for this club. Fact is, you want Marina and you want Bruce out. They're the problems. They're the rats. They're the snakes. It's like the plague. You have to get rid of it for it to get better. So let's get rid of Marina and Bruce and we'll be good again. But I'm done with that. Um, I don't even know how you think it's a good idea to do this. Like, I don't want to play the same teams every season. That doesn't appease me. Like, the FA Cup, one of the most prestigious and longest reigning cups in the UK, was just shunned to the side for money. These people, no. These people didn't want to buy a super yacht. They wanted to buy their second super yacht. They already have one. They just wanted another one. Like it's the FA Cup is literally the most prestigious like cup for me. Like it's the longest reigning as well. And we were just ready to shun that. In the FA Cup, we get to play teams from the Championship, League One, League Two. I love that. I love the fact. I love the fact that we get to.
Is that Gem's like alter ego or something?
I think it's a burner account, and I saw that. I was just like, wait.
It's a burner account because Gem's in the comments. Gem is actually in the comments.
Whole body, and then Gem's face.
But yeah, no, I'm just over this shit, to be honest. Like, it's all about money. And you know what? Football is for the fans. Without the fans, where would your club be? Well, this is my point. Like, if every single fan of Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, United, Spurs, and Liverpool boycotted their clubs, they wouldn't even be thinking about joining this. Like, we're in a pandemic where people are losing their lives every day. People have lost their jobs. People are struggling. People are doing food. There's like, I think it's like 69% rise in food banks being used in the last 8 months. Like, and they want another super yacht. Well, let me have I have a word for you. I don't you the his he's I don't mention his name anymore. He's just called the Rat or the Tramp or the Snake. I know some of you all know him as Perez, but he's a snake, and he's a tramp. And I will no longer say his name. He literally is just dead to me. Like I just like, how can you be that disgusting to think of something like this? Like that you're willing to destroy football, ruin, because if this Super League had happened, it wouldn't have just affected the big six. The 14 other clubs in the Premier League would have struggled or not been able to make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get onto that as well. Like that
the
was
championship.
You guys.
The championship wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have made it. League One and League Two are League One and League Two, and in the Championship, they're just struggling to stay afloat right now. They're struggling to get through to the end of the season money wise. They're struggling with everything. Like they're struggling to pay to have their grass cut or have their lines drawn or like to be able to pay the players or pay the physios. And we wanted to just destroy that. Like Marina and Bruce can get out my club. As far as I'm concerned, I've disowned them. They are no longer part of my life. They are no longer part of my club. I take those two out because that's who we should be focusing our anger towards, not Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich is the reason we're here today. Focus your attention to Marina and Bruce because they're the people you need to think about.
Yeah, I mean that literally was gonna be like my next question. Obviously, a lot of these owners, foreign owners of these big six teams, these clubs, they don't understand the British culture or heritage that we have to football. They don't understand how dedicated fans are. I mean, some of these fans, especially when the pandemic came, I was just thinking, I don't really know how they're going to do it, because most of these people probably never spent a weekend, with their actual families. They will probably be at every single game, like home or away, in the country, out the country. Like, they will be there because that's how dedicated they are. So these people, these diehard fans, I was just thinking, I don't know what you guys were thinking. Like, this is the competitiveness of the sport. Like, we as Chelsea fans sitting here, we expect our team challenging for Champions League space, still competing in 2 cup competitions, to go to West Brom and absolutely turn them over, because they look like they're about to be relegated, right? But it still excites me, and that's the thrill and the beauty of, I guess, this beautiful game. That the fact that we can go Chelsea and get slapped absolutely by West Brom 5-2 and just be like, oh my goodness. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thrill of it. We expect us to win, but we're shocked when we lose. And then, like Charlotte said, like watching Liverpool get slapped 7-2 by Aston Villa.
I
Watching
enjoyed that.
6 from Tottenham. Like, it's just
Me
all of
too.
these results were like these crazy results in the game. Like Watford, who got relegated last year, beating an excellent Liverpool team who went on to win the Premier League that season 3-0. Do you know what I mean? It's games. This is the beauty of it. Leicester getting promoted and going on to win the Champions League. And I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking, when you look at how greedy it is and how it really was about money, and is, and it always, always will be, just about how these owners can keep on getting richer and keep on capitalizing off of us and exploiting us, at the same time cutting the fans out, because that's what a really big part of this is about. Also, it just absolutely craps on meritocracy and the fact that you can't be stringent and invest and get people who actually know about the game of sport to recruit players that fit the system, the philosophy of the club, um, uh, implement a structure in which the club is run by, where these investments, they can capitalize on it, work their way up, reap their investments, and build themselves up to certain positions. Like Leicester now, like what Wolves have done, like what Leeds are doing as well. With promotion from the Championship coming into the team, like the excellent recruitment they've done. Coming into the Premier League to get the players that they need to be able to compete and stay in this league. This is the beauty of this game. Now you have West Ham, who almost got relegated last season, competing for a Champions League space. Like, it's just, this is what this is about. And how must these teams feel when they're looking at teams like Arsenal, who have now established themselves as a mid-table club, teams like Tottenham, who haven't won anything, but because they have players like Harry Kane, the stadium, the revenue, whatever, getting to a Champions League final, but still not winning anything, them getting recognised. It just blows my mind how all of this is working. And I really want to know your thoughts from like the other teams' perspectives. You're the other 14 teams in the league. Like, what are you thinking? What's going through your head? How are you feeling? Sandy?
Yeah, I guess the other clubs in the league were really not happy with the top six clubs. It's just like a betrayal, isn't it? Because they didn't even discuss with the other teams. It's just like, yeah, we're the big ones, so we're going to be in this Super League with the top clubs in Spain and Italy, and it's just, I don't know. I think they've burned bridges. That's what I think. So they'll have to do something to patch those bad relationships up now. It's, if I was like West Ham, I would be thinking, what the hell? Like, we're gonna be like, well, we're gonna be competing to be in the top 4 this season. We could be playing Champions League, but look at these guys. They just want to be doing the Super League, where these guys would not be going out at all. So it's just, I think it's unfair, because it has to be, you have to earn a place. That's what I think. You have to fight for your place in a competition, and Champions League has a history, and it's beautiful. It's for us fans, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, when Chelsea won, how beautiful was it in Munich? It was just, I wouldn't have that feeling if I was in the Super League, knowing that it's a repetitive of like you'll be playing it with the same team sort of thing. But that's what I think. I think they've been let down. They feel like they've been let down.
Yeah, it does. In a way, it does feel like a betrayal, and I totally get that. So, especially, I mean, us as Chelsea fans, we actually do have an owner who loves our club, and he does care about our club, and he invests well, and
Yeah.
that's what he needs to do to stay at that competitive level.
Mm.
Not what he done to get us to the competitive level, but to maintain that as well. And so, right, I completely agree. If I was a United fan or an
Mm.
Arsenal fan, I would be fuming right now. I mean,
And
Beth,
I don't even think Roman knew half of the stuff, because what I read is like that he was really upset about what happened. Like he was upset that his name would be tarnished, that his reputation would be tarnished. I mean, come on, he's done a lot for the club. So
he was given bad advice. He was
yeah.
given bad advice. He just thought, oh, maybe this is a way in which, okay, it's a good business deal.
Yeah.
And he saw a way in which, okay, if the club makes more money, then he can, he probably will, knowing him, try and reinvest it back into the club for the
Mm.
benefit of the club. But at the end of the day, there's bigger implications, and I don't think he really thought about the backlash from the fans and how it would really just mess with the system. So he got bad advice, because at the end of the day, this Super League is there to bail out teams like Real Madrid, teams like United, teams like Arsenal and Spurs.
Yeah.
Teams like us and City, we don't need this. Like, we're in a great position as it is. But I mean, Beth, what are your thoughts? I mean, if you're one of these other 14 teams, what are you thinking? How what's going through your head? How do you feel?
I think it's just like disrespectful, isn't it? Like, especially with teams like Leicester, they've got more to offer if for a Super League than Tottenham do. Like, what the
Love a
hell?
Premier.
What on earth are Tottenham and Arsenal thinking joining a Super League when they're not even like in European places at the moment? But I don't know. I think it's just disrespectful to them. On like the one hand, it would give teams like Everton, West Ham, Leicester more opportunity to get some titles and win things, but it's just not it's not what you want, is it? Like, I get the premise of it was to replace the Champions League. It just takes the competitiveness of it out, and they obviously didn't really think that we were going to get kicked out of the Premier League anyway. But it's just one of those things. But I agree with you, Lambs. I think Chelsea and City were the last ones in. I think I've seen a few sources say it as well. They don't really need the money, whereas like Barcelona and Real Madrid, they're in disgusting amounts of debt at the moment, aren't they? They're in like £1 billion debts, both of them. So you can see why they need it. I think Roman regrets his mistake, and because at the end of the day, we're quite lucky in that Roman is a Chelsea fan, and I'm always going to remember that, because you can see it in him that he really actually supports and loves the team, whereas a lot of owners, they don't. Like, I would say Arsenal owners don't give that much of a crap about how Arsenal do, which is why they are where they are. Whereas, like, yeah, I don't know. It was a lot.
Yeah, it is. Mostly what you said is true. It's really like it's just disrespectful, because it is all about money. It's not about what you've achieved, how hard you've worked. Because if that's the case, then Leicester over every day. I mean, Sophia, what do you make of it? Obviously, Leeds were very vocal with the players coming out of the shirt before the Liverpool game. Um, Fans protesting outside the stadium. Some of the social media responses from some of these players and staff of those lower league clubs. What do you make of it?
I would have taken it as like a slap to the face, like if I was like one of the other clubs, and like, especially like you said, like Leicester and like West Ham and even Everton, like I would be quite insulted, because they generally play better than Tottenham. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was just to basically get the two like Spanish giants, like the clubs, out of debt, because the government in Spain are just so corrupt with especially Real Madrid, and they have all the ties with Real Madrid. So yeah, I think it was just like some big kind of just corporate just thing just to get the two like Spanish clubs out of their ridiculous amount of debt. And obviously now it's backfired. That's why Perez is making all these stupid comments about like, oh, there was only 40 Chelsea fans at protest, and I'm just like, that is just what you call like someone that got caught in the act.
Yeah,
He was
for sure. He's mad.
breakdown. Oh, and not even just that. Some of the other things he was saying, I was like, this guy breakdown.
He's like lost the plot. Like, I don't know what is wrong with him. He just got caught out, and now he's just really pissed off.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Charles, if the Super League goes ahead, there won't be another Leicester winning the Premier League. There won't be another, league, taking points off the big six. There won't be another West Brom 5, Chelsea 2. There won't be things like that anymore. You know what I mean? The hope of these newly promoted teams of climbing further and establishing themselves at those levels, that just becomes a million times further away because of that gap between the elite and the working class. And essentially it translates into life, because who's going to be able to afford to be, flying out to watch these playoff games? They're going to be played in Singapore and Washington, waiting for Justin Bieber and Beyonce to play at the halftime shows, because that's literally what it's going to be like.
Sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts.
You know what I mean? You actually know.
I mean,
because like this
I was thinking, obviously we were going to have like Charlie D'Amelio and Addison Rae. Obviously, maybe there would be like the Kardashians, because obviously Addison Rae's good friends with the Kardashians. The Kardashians would probably be part of it as well. It would just be a massive joke. If you're going to look at the big six, unfortunately, there should be. If you're going to look at the big six, you should be firstly not Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa. Why were they not considered? That is what I'm confused about. Like, how are they not considered? They've won Premier Leagues. They've got more than Spurs do. Like, how are you even like Blackburn Rovers won a Premier League, and you're telling me that they're not included, but Spurs are? Now, does someone want to remind me when the last time Spurs won the Premier? Yeah, wait, they haven't. If we're looking at that,
Premier League, but the last time they won a league title was in the 1960s. So yeah,
they can pipe down on that one. I mean, just to clarify something, not bloody Aston Villa won one sooner. Like, how are you even coming for my like team? Like, Blackburn Rovers won it 94-95. Like, that's sooner than Spurs. You've got, it's just, Spurs have nothing. Arsenal are like 10th, going on 11th if they lose to Everton, which I'm praying happens. It's just a joke, to be honest. Like, how they affect the little teams and didn't think of anything. No, he's not a Bond villain. He's like I don't know what he is, but he's like the devil reincarnated. Genuinely, the devil reincarnated. No, you know what? The devil is a compliment to him. He is not the devil. I take that back. He is he needs to be like, a hole needs to be drilled in the middle of the earth, and he needs to be chucked down the hole in the middle of the earth to the molten core lava and just live in there forever. Because I don't want to see him anymore. It's just disgusting. Like, and it's all these people like blaming Roman Abramovich. Like, as I've said before, and I'm going to say again, start turning your eyes and your voices to Marina and Bruce Buck, because they are our problems right now. And you can be like, no, they're not. They are. I'm sorry, Bruce Buck. He definitely gave the go ahead. Marina didn't say no. You didn't hear Marina protesting. The only person that came outside was Peter Cech.
Would you say
and he had a ball?
Anybody at Chelsea needs to suffer these sanctions, as some of these people are trying to push for these 6 teams to have as a result of the fallout and everything that's happened for this, do you think that obviously it's not our owners that should be taking the blame? It is Marina, it is Bruce, that if they're the ones that need to be punished, if there's a fine, if there's some sanctions, then they're the
Yeah,
ones that need to bear the brunt of it and not
I'm sorry.
is that
I
what
don't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm telling you now, Roman wouldn't have done this if he'd have known the consequences. Fact. I'm saying that with chest. Roman wouldn't have done this. Like Roman genuinely supports this club. We are here because of Roman. If Roman hadn't have come in, where would we be? Non-existent. So the fact that we're trying to blame Roman absolutely blows my mind. Like, pipe down. Like Marina and Bruce have absolutely mugged every single fan off. And any fan not addressing that, I'm gonna say this with chest. Well, I mean, you don't have any balls. Like, have some balls. Use your voice. You have a voice. Stop trying to blame the easy target of Roman. It's easy to blame your owners when you have Arsenal who have shit owners, Spurs who have shit owners. Like you've got Kroenke, you've got Enoch, and you've got Levy. You've got like the Glazers. They're all shit. Roman Abramovich isn't shit. He actually listens to us. He actually appreciates this club as a whole, including its fans. Like, but
like
the fact,
Arsenal fans are currently like protesting right now. United fans are going to protest this weekend as well.
yeah,
They have terrible owners, awful owners.
yeah,
Like, they wish they had a Roman Abramovich in charge of
yeah,
their club.
exactly.
So the
But
guy
this is my point. Like,
into the club that we are today, and he's not hesitated to fire any manager who is not doing a good job. He's not hesitated to splash the cash on players that we need. Like the guy, and he's given back to the community and done everything. We can't sit here and say this is all your fault. If these other fans, if these other teams like Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United want to be mad at their owners, fine. They have every single right. Arsenal has to have the most expensive season tickets, right? The amount of money they charge their fans for their season tickets. You would think they were winning the quadruple every single year.
someone did some calculations for me, and
So
if you want to do a day trip for an Arsenal match, it would cost you £140 for a t-shirt and a ticket. That is excluding travel, that is excluding food, that is excluding drink. Now, if you're adding that in, you're looking at about
God,
three,
all that
400
just to lose to Burnley, man.
I know, literally. But the problem is that you've just got to take a look back. We can't be blaming our owners. Like, obviously, the Arsenal turnout tonight was absolutely incredible. I mean, maybe Spurs should get a lesson on how to turn out for a protest. But no digs made at all. But Roman Abramovich actually does what an owner's supposed to do. Lampard was gone. Yes, he got more time because he was a legend. Like, but he's not a legend in the manager series. He's a legend in football for me, not as a manager. There's a difference. People didn't separate that. But like he gave him time as a club legend. He didn't have to. He respected the fact that he was a club legend and gave him extra time. Like, when has Roman Abramovich ever released a statement about a manager leaving? Like, he hasn't. So the fact that we're trying to bash him, we need to turn our anger. And I'm going to start this rebellion. Turn your anger. I'm going to do like a Katniss Everdeen. Turn your anger to Marina. Turn your anger to Bruce Buck. And just tell him to piss off. Thanks.
Like, you just don't bite the hand that feeds you, do you? Because
Fact.
we wouldn't be anywhere we are today without Roman Abramovich. He's
not
done
gonna
so
end
much.
well.
We probably wouldn't have any Premier League titles. We probably wouldn't have a Champions League. We probably wouldn't be in the FA Cup like 4 out of 5 years, stuff like that. And it's just incredible to me that people would actually just want to kick him out of the club because he's done so much for us and he's making history at the club because he cares. So,
Yeah, I agree. Like, we have to respect the fact that, like, Romans come in, we have Champions League titles, we have FA Cup titles, we have Premier League titles under our belt because of Roman. Roman came in, and without Roman, I don't think we'd be in the Premier League today. I don't even think
Major.
If Roman hadn't come in, we wouldn't be in the Champions League. We wouldn't be in the Premier League. We wouldn't be in the Championship. We wouldn't be in League One. We'd probably be in League Two, having an absolute full-blown mental breakdown. So let's be thankful that he did. We have an owner that's not American, that's not an idiot.
Thank God.
Yes, he has a lot of money, but he respects us as fans. He respects our opinions. He respects the fact that if a manager says he wants to buy this player, he trusts in them and it happens, and we have to give him credit. And if we're channeling our anger at Roman, then we're doing the wrong situation. We're channeling anger at the wrong person, because firstly, Roman Abramovich hasn't been allowed in this country to sign anything, so he wouldn't have signed it. So if you're asking who signed it,
Like this man,
if you're asking who signed it, you need to turn yourself to Marina and Bruce, because they would have signed it, because their names would have been on that paperwork.
facts. Yeah, guys, if
And
you're enjoying
sorry, quickly.
hold on, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, keep sharing from wherever you're joining from.
Also, Roman Abramovich, what did he do during COVID? He gave the nurses a hotel. Just remind me, what other manager did that?
Yeah,
And
Arsenal just sacked their staff, didn't they? So, and their mascot.
And they sucked Carnosaurus, and then they brought Carnosaurus back, and they didn't bring the man back that done it for so long.
It wasn't even them that paid their wages. It was one of them that offered to pay his wages, and that they sent that player out on loan. So
one of the players that they wouldn't play for, one of the players that they wouldn't let play in the team, actually was on the highest wages, offered to pay for his wages.
Yeah, well, there we go. Well, despite all the madness, guys, and in other news, Jose Mourinho getting sacked, Ed Woodward resigning, just a whole lot of madness. And can you believe, throughout all of this, the Super League news, Mourinho being sacked, Woodward resigning, protests galore, games are still going on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Including our game against Brighton, which ended in a 0-0 draw. And I have to say, we were quite lucky in the end that it ended up in a 0-0 draw. I mean, the game itself was pretty dead, but I guess there's still some talking points. There's still some players we've got to bring up. Unfortunately, not in a good light. Maybe our goalkeeper, potentially, like Charles said, maybe it's the hair. I don't know. But Sandy, did you watch the
hair?
What did you
I
think?
hate the hair so much.
All right,
it's Danny from Greece. It's Danny from Greece. How can you hate the hair?
Terrible. It's terrible.
I'm just waiting for him to bang out Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning, you gotta go. I just need him to bang out Grease Lightning.
Sandy, speak about the game, and when we get to you guys, you can talk about Kepa's hair. All right, save it.
Thank you.
God, Kepa's hair has to be the talking point. It's just unbelievable, all slick back, and I was thinking, he's trying to be chilly or something there, but no, at the game it was so, I don't know, I just had mixed feelings because I was more interested in the protest outside. No, it was not good at all, and Brighton were the best team, and we were really, really lucky, like you said. They hit the woodwork at the end, and I really don't think I think it's okay. I know I'm gonna make an excuse for the team, but I think we were distracted. So, but that's what I wanted to say, because they were in the bus for 40 minutes, like Tuchel said. So, but no, we played we just didn't want to win the game. We just don't want that top 4 position. That's how we played, and it was kind of boring. So I don't know. I think Pulisic played well, but the rest, and Kepa, to be honest. But the rest, I don't know. I can't really say much about them.
Yeah, it was poor. That just goes to show the fact that Sandy only highlighted
I
like
was
two
like,
things.
please don't lose, please don't lose.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The way my heart drops when they hit the post, I was just like, oh,
I was
no.
like, oh
Oh,
god.
they are rattled. That protest got to them. This news, all of this nonsense is good.
Oh my god.
Go on, have at it.
That was just like
Or the
the worst game I watched this year. I honestly think it was probably worse than West Brom, even like because we tried in that game. It felt a little bit, but against Brighton we didn't try at all. But I do think like the players had a lot on their mind. I like because when Tuchel did his pre-match press conference thing, or no, not the press conference, when they asked the questions on the pitch at the side, whatever that's called, he was saying. Oh. He was saying that they didn't know that Chelsea had pulled out. So in their heads, the players still had like all the confusion of what not being able to play for their national teams ever again and not getting to go into the Champions League semi-final. All of that's on their mind. And then they're getting told, oh no, we're pulling out like 15 minutes before kickoff. So I can kind of see from like the players' point of view why they just looked so lethargic and shit. But yeah, obviously you want to see better, especially with West Ham coming up. But then it's like the club's fault for releasing this at this point in the season and just making everything blow up like that. So I don't know. I can barely remember the game. I've got to be honest. I was dead bored. I was like looking at my phone the whole time. I can't tell you what players played well and what players didn't. Only thing is when the cat's here. Every time that Kepa's hair was on the screen, the screen was like shiny, so I had to look. So it was just a really bad game. A really, really bad game. I hope for better tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, that says it all. Oh, look who's here! Talking of Sophia.
Which one's this one?
This is Diego.
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 Sophia streaming. It's always Diego as well. It's like he senses it. He's like, "You streaming? Okay, nice." But Sophia, the Brighton game. My goodness.
It's an absolute snorefest. I think the highlight of the game was Kepa's hair. I generally can't remember like anything else about that game, which is probably a good thing. But just apart from his hair, it is kind of looking like Chilwell's hair. Like maybe they've got like the same hairdresser now.
Just longer. It was more it looked like if you touched it, it would like make a sound like plastic.
Oh, I'm not even surprised. The game. I mean, I already kind of know what you think. What did you think of the game?
It was dead. It was actually dead. Like the game was so dead. I was bored out of my mind. Only good thing was Kepa, since he's had this greased back hair, he's turned into Danny from Greece and he's saving stuff. He's actually doing his job. He's actually doing his job. He's got this new slick back kind of Danny from Greece. I'm just going to call him Danny because I feel like that should be what he should be called. Since he's become Danny, he's literally started saving goals. Like, I don't know what he did, but he probably took lessons from our women's goalkeeper, and Katrin Berger, who obviously made a one-handed save this week and no one's talking about it, but I'm not going to bring that up.
Chelsea ladies team, by the way, absolutely smashing it.
Thank you. But, you know, the game was boring. Kepa's the reason we actually it wasn't 1-0. So I have to respect the fact that it was Kepa because he did make some good saves. The game was dead. I mean, I need something better. I have nothing else to say. It was boring as hell. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm really honest, I was streaming this and I was playing Candy Crush Saga. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I got to the point where I was nearly on level 300 and I got so excited. I was like, come on, I got more excited making it to level 300 than I did any part of that game. That's how boring it was. Candy
Because
Crush took over my life.
game in the second half and it was dead. Like we were just
Um,
having a
yeah,
discussion
we weren't even
because it
watching the
was
game. We literally were just having a football discussion. Like Lambs came on and we were just talking about the Super League. We weren't actually talking about like anything else. Like we didn't care. Like Prime, I think Prime at one point went, "Oh, this is a street. This is a match watch along." Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I'm not even playing. I completely forgot. We were all just having a great conversation. Not gonna lie, the stream was the most exciting part of the match. The stream was more exciting than the match. Like I would rather spend my time chatting to people than actually watching that match. I would rather have to have a conversation with Perez than watch that match again. And that's saying something. Although I would probably just whoop his ass. But you know,
listen,
I
Perez
would like to see that.
since this news come out, I'm pretty sure Perez has, doubled up his security team because there must be people waiting to catch him outside. Trust me. But talking of looking ahead, trying to put the crazy week behind us, we now, because of dropping points in that dead game, and maybe it was the mentality, maybe it was the news, maybe it was the protest, maybe it was
no, it's because every other team that matters, drop points.
yeah,
And
and
what did we do?
failed to
This happens every time. Every time we could have gone third. I'll have you, not fourth, third. And what
And
did we
after
do?
Leicester absolutely slapped West Brom yesterday, they are 4 points ahead of us. And we have now a big game against West Brom, who are literally breathing down our necks.
West Ham, West
Sorry,
Ham Lambs,
sorry.
West Brom are not in our in the top
Not
4 points.
again.
The
Don't
West
want
Brom
that again.
us, and then we put that to the side. But West Ham, who are literally breathing down our necks, have a couple of injuries. They are not that strong defensively, but Jesse Lingard, of course, has come in and just rejuvenated their team. You even have Man United fans trying to capitalize off the glory because he's their player, Messi, Lingardino, and what's not. But apparently he
Someone's
might
just
be.
said no Lingards. Someone's
He
just said no Lingard against Chelsea.
was a doubt. He was a
Cresswell
doubt.
won't be
But
playing because he's got
I
red
think
carded, didn't he?
what?
Didn't one of their
Yeah,
players get like a red card? They're not
we
playing.
don't have Antonio in the game either. Antonio's not going to be in the game.
Wait, when
I
did
don't.
Lingard get suspended? I don't remember that.
I don't know about Lingard, but one of their defenders is suspended, isn't he?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
one of one of the
yeah.
defenders is, but I don't. I
The
think
thing
I
about
don't think
Lingard
Lingard's going to be
is
playing.
there was some concerns about a slight injury, but I think he's fine.
Yeah, Lingard is
Yeah,
injured.
that's what
Someone's
I'm
saying the
saying. I
injury.
think like even if he doesn't start, he'll be on the bench, so he'll definitely come on at
Craig
some.
Dawson. Craig
Yeah,
Dawson got the red card. So it's Dawson, Antonio, and Rice is still injured. Declan Rice is not in there. So we
yeah.
basically have Rice, Antonio, Dawson, and Lingard and Dow. I'm saying that's quite a result for us.
No,
Now I'm telling you,
Lingard is playing. I think this is just mind games to try and rattle us a little bit. Before you know it, Lingard will be in that starting lineup. You mark my words. But because of all of that, and even with some of these players still in their squad, we have seen West Ham, although they scored a lot of goals in recent games, they have conceded as well. They went 3-0 up against Arsenal, and Arsenal came back, almost won that game. Almost messed up their lead against Wolves as well. Wolves almost came back as well. And yeah, we've seen that they're not they defensively they can't really maintain that level. So there are cracks starting to show, and without and in the absence of certain key players, we can see that West Ham maybe aren't as lethal as their form has suggested, and because of that, they probably will miss out on the Champions League spaces this year. But I want to know your thoughts. So, who would you like to see come back into the squad and your score predictions for this game? Sandy, let's go.
As much as I want to say Tammy, I don't think it's going to happen. I have no idea what's going on with the Tammy situation there. I do feel for the guy. I know he's our best like goal scorer, but there's something going on. But I do like him. Unfortunately, we might not see him again tomorrow, and we don't have cover as well, isn't it? So yeah, he's not there. But the rest, I really want to see Billy Gilmore, but I don't think he'll get a chance as well. Bless him. But so Mendy's back tomorrow, which is good. But not that I don't like Kepa. He's been really great, and he was rewarded in the last game according to Tuchel, and it paid off. He did great. But I just want us to play some exciting. I just want to see some exciting moments. Like I would like to see another. What you call Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech link up, or Callum Hudson coming from the other side and linking up with, I don't know, Kai Havertz as a false nine. I just want something interesting. And I just want us to play as a team, and I just want us to forget about the bloody Super League now, and it's gone. So I just want us to concentrate on the top four. We need that. And, if we don't win tomorrow, it's not going to be good for us. So, yeah.
And your score prediction, Sandy.
You know what? I hate to give my score predictions. I think it's like one of those superstitious things, like me not wearing a Chelsea shirt on match day. But I kind of have a feeling it will be 3-1 to Chelsea.
Oh, I love it. Bring the judge. Bring the judge. Back.
Positive vibes, sending lots of positive vibes.
I wish.
Speak into existence.
I think we can like, I don't know. We do have these games where we play like shit, like Brighton, like West Brom, and then the next game we kind of tend to do well. Touch wood. So I don't know. I feel like Thomas Tuchel might have this one. I hope so. I'm hoping that now we pulled out the Super League, it's off the players' mind, but it was still like a massive thing. So I want to go 2-1 to Chelsea. I don't know. West Ham score a lot of goals, don't they? But if Lingard's a doubt, then I think that takes a lot of their threat out at the moment, because they've been scoring like at least 2 goals a game for the last 5 or 6, haven't they? I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you guys, God, that's what I'm saying. It's mind games. Don't believe the reports. Like, this guy is like their talisman at the moment. He's playing. He is playing. Sophia, who comes in for you? Probably mainly in the holding midfield positions and like the attacking positions, really.
Do you know what I have to say? We shouldn't be scared of Lingard. We have good players who can stop Lingard. So, yeah, Reece will do all that.
He's just been really good for them, and he's on form, got confidence.
Yeah. And Pulisic will stop. Oh, yeah, I have faith in our team. Jay Lings is going to, not going to.
Please tell me you didn't just say Pulisic was going to stop him, because I'm about to laugh at that teapot.
I know, I did say it.
Jorginho got this in the bag, though. Go on, Jorginho.
I know. I was avoiding Jorginho there.
No, it would have been better if you said Jorginho than Pulisic.
Yeah, because I knew you didn't like Jorginho, so I was like, yeah, let's not mention Jorginho.
Oh my god.
Although
Jorginho's had a great games. Jorginho's going to be great.
So what do you think?
If I'm
Can you
honest,
imagine if it happens?
I just want a Timo Werner goal. That's just need the extra juju. He needs his goal, and it's going to be against West Ham.
Dreams
I think it's going to be 3-1. I feel like this has just got like off course.
That's what Werner sings to himself at night when he thinks of getting a goal. Dreams can come true.
Oh, respect
just saying.
Timo. Poor Timo.
Oh, guys,
I wish that our players could score.
You mean you wish Timo Werner could score? Yeah, I know. I accept that too. Like he
Any of our
can't.
forwards could score would be great.
Yeah, Timo just has a finishing problem.
I'm with
He
you.
doesn't like.
He's not a striker. I don't know why they sold him to us as a striker. Man's definitely not a striker. He's good at other stuff,
He's a
definitely.
fraud.
Good at
He's a fraud.
problems.
He's got 22
He's not a
assists.
striker.
He's got 22 assists.
Goals for Leipzig last season, so we're just thinking, yeah, we ain't got nobody at this point, so we'll take him,
Time to buy another striker this season.
mate. But yeah, so what's the score prediction, Sophia?
I'm going to go 3-1 as well.
That was my score prediction as well.
Really? But we don't score more than 2 goals often.
But we scored 4 against Crystal Palace, so maybe.
Yeah, Crystal Palace is shit though.
Yeah, if Werner's not
Palace are really
starting,
shit.
have you noticed this? We got over 2 goal, that 2 goal barrier we got over when Werner didn't start.
How do you
look
know
what
Werner's
happens when
gonna
Werner
start?
doesn't start. Werner's got some bad negativity around him that I'm gonna
He's
need
so
like.
I've never known him. Oh my god, it's got a picture now. Is that from Gem's OnlyFans?
Oh, no, it looks like it's from his TikTok. Oh, Gem's TikTok. Oh, Gem. Like, announce your TikTok at 1K so we can all go give you a subscribe on TikTok. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. I mean,
The show preview predictions, score predictions.
So, I mean, yeah, I think this is a must-win game. We actually have to win this game. And you'll play it like, I'm sorry, we have to win this game. I think it's going to be 3-2 to Chelsea, obviously. But obviously West Ham do know to get these goals. So, I'm just being over precautious, 3-2 it is. I mean, I don't want Werner starting. I don't want Werner starting at all. I'm sorry, Sophia. Werner can keep singing "Dreams Can Come True" for another week, and it ain't going to be on my terms, and it ain't going to be in Real Madrid game either. So if we could just not play him in both games, that'd be great. Dreams can come true against maybe, I don't know. Maybe you just play for the rest of the season. Dreams can come true next season. Okay, hon. Great. I don't know if I want Pulisic starting just because West Ham do know how to be They tackle quite a lot. They are quite rough and tough. I don't really want Pulisic getting injured again. The man's like a chocolate teapot. Once he's injured, he's not coming back for a while. I don't need him out for the rest of the season. We've got a Champions League to do, and he seems to be better than Werner. So I'm gonna need the man to keep going. But I think it's a game we have to win. Like, it really is. But okay, hon. I mean, I don't really know what you. I don't really know what you want me to say. But
oh my god,
I
pull
think,
up Gem's comment, Lambs.
Oh
Pull
my
up
god,
Gem's comment, please.
Oh, Gemma.
Are you sure?
We don't know what's going on with that account.
It's not an image I want
during this stream, but we pictured
always
like, wait, hold on, it's your heads on this model's
I like you lie.
Oh, God.
Actually,
this is what Gem's TikTok has done to us all.
hey guys,
Did you want me to say my nice thing about Jorginho?
oh please, and then we will shut everyone out and go before you guys kill me.
Hold on, just to clarify, Gem's actually tweeted his TikTok. Gem's TikTok is Gem_.
There you go, guys.
So
Link is in the chat. Please get to follow my account. Sure.
So my nice thing about Jorginho is that He said about Frank Lampard, and I quote, Frank Lampard came to a club where he is a legend without having experience at other clubs. I think he came too soon, skipped a few steps ahead, and wasn't ready for the job at this level, to be honest. That's the only good thing about Jorginho, is that he was honest about Frank Lampard's.
I agree.
That's
I think
all I got.
Jorginho is right.
I'm not going to lie. Jorginho is the only person that's been honest. Like, I don't see, like, yes, I want Jorginho gone at the end of the season. I've said this for days. I'm ready for Jorginho. Bye. Yeah, the comments were factual. Like, you all know he got skipped a few steps because he's a Chelsea legend, you know. But I mean, it's nice for Jorginho to be honest for once. I mean, he's not honest about his skills, but I mean, he's honest about the fact that his manager was shite. So yeah, I mean,
To be fair, this under Tuchel is probably like the best I've seen him in the
we
years.
know how to man manage. We know how to man manage. We have
That-
a manager. Oh my God, it's a penalty to Arsenal.
Oh,
No.
Well, there you go, guys. I hoped we would finish this stream on a high, but maybe Arsenal might miss the penalty. You never know. But before we leave, guys, please tell everybody where they can find you, social media accounts, YouTube channels.
I think it's offside.
TikToks, OnlyFans, maybe. I don't know. There we go. There we go. Talking of OnlyFans. But
What about the TikTok? I want to see
1K, guys, one at a time. Yeah, we'll release this OnlyFans at 1K, then at 2K we'll release the TikToks, so bit by bit, guys, bit by bit.
Yeah, love
you. Tell the wonderful viewers at GNA TV where they can find you if you want to be found.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I have the same boring name, Queen Sandy. So yeah, I'm on both Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, if you want to follow me,
Sandy, darling, being queen is not is royalty, honey. Embrace royalty, okay? That is not boring basic name. That is royalty.
Because I use it for every single social media account. So
guys, please follow Queen Sandy on Instagram and on Twitter, please.
Queen Sandy _CFC.
_CFC. There we go. Beth, please tell the people where they can find you.
First of all, Arsenal didn't get a penalty. We're all good. Then you can find me on Twitter at KingKaiFC. There, thank you. And I'm on Instagram at _BethDXC, and I'm on here on Fridays. And when the Premier League isn't interrupting it, we're also on the Football Terrace on Fridays, but not today because we're going to write a strongly worded complaint about the scheduling getting in the way.
I'm co-signing.
Because like they kind of keep on like shifting the timing of like your shows and stuff because of all of this news and everything that's been going on. And like even on midnight, one of our midnight vibe shows was like hijacked on the terrace as well because of everything that's been going on. So guys, fix up. Football's ruining our scheduling. Guys, please.
Sort it out.
Sort it out. So please tell the people where they can find you.
Just want to say, penalty was offside. No penalty given. Just want some good news there. You can find me. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Charl_strong. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Strong TV. Give that a subscribe. Tomorrow I got a wine and football show with Lambs, which has been moved because of timing due to the football again.
I know.
So,
Man.
I was like,
we'll be doing the wine and football show tomorrow before the football. We got you can find me on here every Friday. I'm on Bits and Bobs the show, Corn on the Cobham. On a Tuesday, you can find me on the First XI for the Offside Rule with Lambs on a Thursday at 10. And you can find me on the Terrace for Kendall show on a Friday at 9 p.m. when the football is not interrupting it. And I'll be kind of like co-signing very angrily Beth's letter of complaint towards these people because it's rude, interrupting. stuff like this. Hopefully Diego gets a Twitter account soon, so we can all follow that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Until Diego gets a Twitter account, Sophia, you're gonna have to shout out your own on where the people can find you. But
So
also,
cute.
guys, Sophia's
Diego.
information Twitter account is in the description anyway. So if you didn't hear her, it's in the description. Okay.
Yeah, Twitter is Sophia seriously _. I think my Instagram's suburban dreams _ It's an _ one side. I can remember what side. And yeah, I'll try and get Diego on
By the
like
way,
Instagram or something.
Suburban Dreams, a fantastic name, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, so ads Gem Sophia, like I said, their social media accounts.
Yeah. It's _ suburban dreams. It's _ first and then
first. Thanks.
There we
Doesn't
go.
even know her own Instagram
Everything is in
name.
the description for ads Gem Sophia, even GNA TV's Instagram account. So get to follow in there as well. Once we hit 1K subscribers on this channel, we will be doing giveaway on our Instagram account. So make sure you follow us there. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's at Lami Almed. Like Charles said, you can find me here hosting the ladies show with these lovely ladies. The Offside Rule on First 11, Midnight Vibe show on the Football Terrace, Sarcasm City for the Politics show, watch-alongs on Monsters channel, on Charles' channel, the Wine Football show on Charles' channel. I've got my own channel as well called Lambs Reacts as well, so get to following me on that while I'm doing like some post-match reaction videos too. So yeah, I'm just literally here, there, and everywhere, man. It just, the grind never stops, man. And I study and I work as well around this, so it's just mad. I don't know how I'm functioning. But guys, thank you all for joining us for another wonderful, wonderful stream. Sandy, thank you for joining us as well to your first ever lady show stream.
Thank you so much for having me. It was lovely. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
I hope you come back soon. I really hope so. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being with us. You have been amazing, and we are out.
It's like it's free time when it's free time. In the dance, they have to take a glance. We stepping on